hello. We're going to be talking about ReZero some more.
Hey.
2 hours.
How we doing? 7-hour ReZero review. We're going to be starting with season 1. We're going all the way back, baby.
And the content, the different routes.
If I was really unfunny, I'd be like, what? I mean, it's only been like, what, 2 episodes? Like, it's been a great, strong start so far, but like, I can't wait to see how this develops. And yeah, no, we're just gonna talk about it. First off, Owl, what were your thoughts on the past 3 episodes of ReZero? Because the last time we talked, it was before the memory loss.
happening.
Yeah, the idiots.
Yes. Dude, yeah, because I was busy for a couple weeks and I wasn't able to watch the show, so I caught like those first 2 memory loss episodes at the same time, which thank God, man. I'm glad I watched them back to back. But shit is fucked. In case you guys didn't notice, I mean, it's like we were talking about this a little bit ago when we were recording Witch Hat, but like we are essentially dealing with season 1 Subaru in season 4. Like you are like a level 1 Dark Souls character who is like spawned into the the mid game.
Yeah,
like
in Orlando. You gotta fight Ornstein and Smo.
Shit's fucked, man. But honestly, like, I guess to like immediately catch up to where we are now, I actually think he's doing a very good job of figuring shit out, all things considered. Like for somebody who's basically spawned into hell and was at home with his parents 2 hours ago, he's doing pretty good actually. Like,
should have watched that mug, buddy.
She should have watched the fucking mug, dude. The thing that like keeps drawing me back in these last couple episodes is what the hell happened when Subaru went up to Reed and lost his memories in the first place.
This is kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, is because I've done a lot of cooking with our Discord. I'm sure Joe has thought about this a lot. Really interested to see what Al has to say about all of this. But, I mean, it's no secret. I was not in a theorizing mood those first 2 episodes. I was pretty emotionally devastated. Al, I don't know if you saw those reactions.
I have not. I'm a fake fan.
But I had reached a low point where I was just like, yeah, I guess somebody's killing him,
yeah.
But after last episode, just something has reignited my desire to try and figure out what's going on. People might be surprised about this. The second episode of our memory loss, the first real one of memory loss, was way harder for me to watch than last episode at the time of recording, which was episode 9, right?
Yeah. Well, episode
8 was far harder for me to watch than episode 9. And now I'm back in the swing of things. I've got my groove back, and I'm
say that now.
Really excited to try and figure out what's going on. And I've got some crazy theories, all right? I've got some ideas on what's going on. Now, Al and I talked about this, and Joe and I have talked about this separately, but do we just want to get into like the big talking points here, or do we kind of want to just go over kind of our thoughts on what's going on so far, especially with like Subaru's character and stuff like that?
I mean, fuck. We'll delve into Subaru's character like as we talk about it. Let's just hit the big things, right?
I think that Subaru is being possessed by gluttony, and I also think he has the gluttony witch factor. Like, I don't think it's just like a separate puppeteering. I think gluttony is like inside of Subaru. And my reasoning for thinking that he has the witch factor, and it's not just that he has been like touched by it, is because it's just because he has his memories gone. In our reaction to that episode, Joe and I were like, oh, the reason why he was able to get through 4 doors, and by the way, I don't know if you knew this, Owl, because they didn't go through it in the show. It's like an error. He doesn't get through 3 doors. He gets through 4 doors. He gets through 4 doors and is stopped by the 5th, not gets through 3 and is stopped by the 4th.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. You got to collect all the witch factors, don't you?
And so that's what Joe and I were thinking.
Or affected by them all. Yeah,
and I don't think it's just affected by it. Because if it was just affected by it, he has Mega Arm and Mega Leg, which he got from Lust. You would think if it was just affected by it. And also, he was manipulated and controlled by Wrath back in Prestelia. He had his mind controlled, and he lived through it by Sirius. And so he has been affected by multiple ones that he should be able to open more doors. if it's just
Yeah.
being affected. So I think he does have the witch factor of gluttony. And then we kind of have to go into how can he have the witch factor of gluttony? Because we can't, aside with gluttony being the exception, we haven't seen people have multiple of the same witch factor. With the exception of gluttony, as gluttony is a package of 3. But why are they a package of 3? Like, why are there 3 gluttons?
That's a good question.
Same creation type of deal with that. I mean, the 3 great mobbies, similar type of deal.
It is.
True, actually.
There's 3 great bobbies, there's 3 gluttonies, but and I always thought that they're technically the same person, maybe in the eyes of jujitsu, like Maki and Mai.
Yes.
The trisection.
The divine protection of trisection. Yeah, just like what Taivi and Hetero and was it Mimi have?
Yeah.
So instead of just splitting pain and mana and all that, they literally
But you
split the witch
think
factor.
they would also been affected, when good old
When Beatrice
Lie, when Lie got just
like nuked,
evaporated.
yeah. But
by the
in that
Michael
instance,
Bean.
did Rui show up and get Lai out of there, or did Lai become Rui?
Like in the first, like that's first scene where Rui shows up.
Yeah, like in season 3. Feel free to check, by the way. Like,
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, he was, I just watched this yesterday. I mean, Lai was laying on the ground. There was a dude about to finish him. But I mean, he was fine. Like, it looks, but actually, yeah, what the hell? Where did he go?
because it's just like a silhouette on the ground. Like, he's no longer there.
Yes.
And then Rui's there, and Rui's a big guy. And then Rui's like, I'm no longer, what's his name from Jujutsu Kaisen with the fucking weird-ass back. He was season 1, if you don't remember. He was the brothers, Chozo's brother.
Yeah, it was Kachizu.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Kachuzu and something else.
Was
Kachuzu was the grumpy, flumpy guy.
yeah, I know. It was a girl. Yeah. I know.
But then they become Rui. And so...
Which, I mean, because look, if we are on some possession type shit, which I think we all kind of agree on, there's so much evidence in favor of possession that it's kind of like obvious. Just the nature of the possession is kind of the question, right? But I mean, clearly they have some sort of ability to like go inside people. It would not be surprising if they could all just kind of like 3 kids in a trench coat with each other, you know?
Yes. I wouldn't be... But also, because that would go into the idea of the rabbit. Because they all seem to have the abilities of the... Well, at least we haven't seen anything related to, like, what the serpent can do. But having 3...
Well, serpent seemed like it could just, like, melt you, right? I mean, that's...
Yes.
That was a venom.
That was the
right?
venom of the
Black
serpent.
serpent's
Which I
venom. We
still
haven't seen
think
what
might be the
actual
only thing that can
serpent-
hurt Pandora. We talked about that last video. I think
Yeah, go
that's
Greek
my...
mythology.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my... The Hydra's
Because it
venom
does seem to
killing the gods.
ignore cause and effect straight up. Because he like, well, I forget the dude's name, who Amelia's older brother type figure, who like gets hit with the poison.
Oh, it was like
Oh,
Felix or
boy.
something. It was...
Yeah, I know who you're talking. I know who you're talking
Oh,
about.
I got to go back a ways for those.
Yeah,
videos.
but he like freezes his shit off, and like it still just continues
Yeah,
anyway,
it's
even though
just
it's not connected to him anymore. It's some sort of like soul poison or like odd poison. It's almost like it touches you and you're odd as fuck. Like no matter what you do to your body, like you're screwed.
Zero elf guy.
Cause yeah,
Spoilers.
I'm looking at the clip where Lai gets bailed out and like, I think he's just gone.
He just...
Archie, it's Archie. But
Yeah.
anymore.
But
He just disappears.
Lai just gone. Straight up disappears.
Because that also, it really depends on how they're doing things. I think Subaru is being possessed. I think it is Rem being possessed, or is that Lai? Because
It's a question. It could
Lai
be
didn't see like the
both.
shapeshifter though. I thought Rui.
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
'cause Lai
shapeshifter.
can't. Yeah, Rui I think is the only one we've seen shapeshift, from my understanding.
yeah,
But it also make sense because Lai was the one that took Rem's memories. But if they're all connected, then I guess
Could be
whoever
any
that
of them, I guess.
Roy or Lai, whoever they eat, Rui could also transform into them.
yeah, they got Bluetooth is how we described it. Like they can.
Yeah. Of the memory, the effect they have Bluetooth with the memories, but not the trisection of being affected with their bodies.
Yeah, and it's weird too, right? Because at first I was like, well, I mean, the only people we basically 100% know have been possessed or whatever they're doing, it's Rem and Subaru. Because there's the shot where Rem, this, I don't know what's up with the shadow monster that's destroying the whole tower. That one's kind of a fucking mystery.
That was Satella.
I'm guessing.
Oh, that was Satella.
I'm guessing that had to be miasma. It had to be. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
that would make sense.
Two at the...
Yeah, because that would have made sense at that point. Like, hey, Subaru's gone. Everybody else is dead. I'm sure Beatrice
disappeared.
Evaporated because she used up too much mana.
Amelia could have gone up in the tower because she already succeeded.
Yeah, Amelia went crazy.
Oh yeah, I guess it could have just been Amelia being possessed by Satella.
It could be, and it could be that it's because he opened that many gates, and so like Satella got. But also, if Satella does not like people knowing about RBD, but if a gluttony has all of his memories, wouldn't does it just don't say anything and she won't notice, or like?
I need some.
I guess
Shadow
it is
Garden
just
shit to go on. I need to see
yeah. Well, and yeah, I guess it is like you can't say it. Well, because we actually don't necessarily know if it's people knowing about Return by Death or Subaru telling people about Return by Death, because those are two different things.
Because
Roswaal
did know that he could reset, he just didn't know how. That's why he beat the shit out of him in season 2, because he's like, hey, do it. Restart. He didn't know that he had to kill him.
There's also Echidna in the Witch's Graveyard who knew straight up, and he was able to talk about it. And Satella, I mean, there was some Satella fuckery going on there, but they were largely safe. Yep. So
I think the Satella fuckery happened on the outside. That was kind of, because that was after that. Once he leaves, that's when Satella has manifested in the fucking physical world and is taking control of Amelia and all that. So,
yeah, was that the timeline where they? Oh yeah, it was. Yeah,
I'm almost certain it was. But let's see.
But yeah, I think it's just him mentioning it. I would be surprised if you drew aggro just by deducing it.
Mm-hmm. So at any rate, Satella was summoned, started tearing down the tower, and and then we know Rem. Line with
we know Rem and Subaru have both been possessed, presumably. I was saying my original theory, and I'm kind of sticking with it a little bit, but is the idea that if your memories have been taken by gluttony, then you are ripe for possession. But the thing then is we know someone else whose memories have been taken. That's Krush. Mm-hmm. And as far as I mean, I would have to look back through the whole series, but as far as I know, especially in season 3, there were a lot of moments where it would have been really convenient for them to possess Krush and do something with her, but that never happened. Yeah. So that's kind of a hole in the theory. Well, but the only thing I can think of that we have in common would be that the memories were taken.
Well, but again, to that point though, Gluttony just seems to be hella interested with Subaru ever since interacting with
Rem. And I think that's her adamantium lady boner for Subaru infected his brain. It's just
I think that's not only that, but also smiting one of the great mobbies as well. Being in charge of that, and on the Gluttony side, hey,
I don't know if
you just killed my pet.
I don't know if it'll pan out, but I really like the idea of Subaru's memories almost being poison to the Gluttonies, because it's this would be the first person they've ever eaten who has experienced not only a death but countless horrific deaths. Because as far as we are concerned, as far as we know, they can't eat the memories of dead people, and so they would never have the ability to experience a death before. And so
that just be ecstasy to them, because they can experience so many terrible emotions and stuff from all of these lives that he's had.
Rui doesn't like being hurt, or not. Lai doesn't like being hurt though. When he got blasted, he didn't seem not sure he didn't eat it literally, but I mean I don't think. I think there's enough. I think they can be overfed or overstimulated on pain. And also, this is really important for you, Owl. I've even put this in my official predictions channel on our Discord. I am calling the Christopher Lee Memory Zone. What that is, did you ever play Kingdom Hearts 2 growing up?
No, I did not.
Okay, so there's a scene you play as Roxas
in the
beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2, and you're like, what's going on? And you find out that Roxas is a part of Sora. I'm not gonna get into the the weeds on that one. But he's in like a memory zone. It's like a digital program, and Christopher Lee is there as like a guy running it, and he shows up, and because he's been like playing with things and like orchestrating stuff to where he gets Roxas here, and Roxas is like, dude, I'm my own person, fuck off. And he's like, you're half of Sora, and if Sora's gonna have his memories back, you need to fuse with him again. Like, you need to be a part of Sora if Sora's gonna wake up and get his memories, because of stuff that happened in Chain of Memories, a game I've never played. And and it's literally like they're in a white room. Christopher Lee, who in this analogy would be Gluttony, is like, you can't do this stuff, yada yada, and then Hubaru will have to fuse with Prime Baru, and they'll have to like kind of reconcile with each other.
Complete-aru.
Yeah. You know, going to the character of Hubaru, like, we say this in the reaction, but it's interesting that one of Subaru's biggest, hang-ups with himself, especially before he came to Lagunica, really before he kind of started to believe himself, was him comparing himself to his family. His family absolutely,
and
his family absolutely loved him. Everybody loved his father. He was this great guy, and Subaru could only compare himself to them. And he saw himself as this failure, this loser. He even says the line like, "I wish you guys would just hate me. It'd be so much easier if you guys hated me. But you don't. You love me, which means I'm just letting you down. I'm failing you." And now, instead of having his father to compare himself to, he has a version of himself that he's always wanted to be that he's not. And all these people who, now it's not just his parents or these strangers, like little townspeople, it's these people that are around him, the only people he knows who are going, dude, you are the best. You are so amazing. You're so cool. You're Subaru Natsuki.
Yeah.
And now he has that to compare himself to. And then, of course, you've got this fucking possession thing where he just choked out Melee. And wrote Subaru Natsuki was here. That had to have been Gluttony. Gluttony had to have done that to fucking
100%. Yeah.
But,
and it's funny, too, because, like, when he falls in the sand pit, like, Gluttony possesses him to save him from the shit that was down there. So, like, I guess, is this all just one big game to Gluttony? And so it's like, well, it'd be no fun if Subaru just died there.
Probably. I mean, for what it seemed like, they wanted to do it themselves.
Yeah.
One thing that...
Can we...
Oh, you go.
Oh, go on. Well, no, I might change the conversation a little bit. You can go on.
Okay, so one thing that we kind of went into a little bit is the different natures of the gluttonies. You have the gourmet, you have the ravenous, and then with Rui, she has the line like, it's not about what you eat, it's about who you eat with. And I'm wondering if it's less about tormenting Subaru and more about experiencing Subaru, like eating with him, like
so like echidna type.
Yeah, because like you get the REM POV, and it's like, oh, this is like the greatest guy ever. All right, what's that like? What would it be like to exist as them? Because if you think about eating somebody's memories and possessing it, I wouldn't be surprised if any number of the gluttonies almost had like a level of dissociative identity disorder, where it's like, who am I really? Because I'm a collection. Like, memories are who you are. They even say that in the show. What if you have countless people's memories? Like, at what point are you this person? Are you not that person? So it'd be kind of interesting if Rui is possessing Subaru, because it's like, I'm going to see what it's like to be Subaru. And then... And then, of course, whenever... Maybe Melee was trying to, like, almost figuring it out or something. And that's why... That's why... Glutaru?
Glutaru.
Gluppenty? Like, I don't know.
Glutbaru.
Glutsky Subaru?
Not me.
Gluttony Subaru choked her out.
Yes. Yeah, and it's... I mean... Because here's the thing, right? I think you're right that, like, Gluttony is inside Subaru in some way or another, right? Especially the easiest piece of evidence for this, which I haven't even seen the reactions, but I'm certain you brought it up, is when he's falling down the stairs in episode 8, and he mentions, like, I'm gonna die, and then, like, Satella's like, yo,
we talked
it's
about
me,
sweetie.
which only would happen if someone else heard what he was saying.
Yes.
and Amelia comes into the shop, but it takes her a second. I don't think she was just in the room.
And she was definitely not laughing.
Yeah, no. And so, like, I would only really, there's probably somebody
Subaru
inside.
laughing?
It was Subaru laughing, but
No,
what if Gluttony
yes.
is Subaru, like...
Yeah, well, there was also a woman's voice, wasn't there?
There was a woman's voice when he fell the second time to his death, and that's, like, we hear... I think it's almost like Rem maybe say memories are who make you up. And
or make you who you are.
Which
fine.
Subaru should have absolutely no recollection of any line like that because he hasn't met Rem. He's never heard Rem talk.
Yeah.
And so that was a voice that he shouldn't have heard that he did.
And it's also, look, so this is what I was going to bring up, right? And it's directly related at this point. Trojan horse Rem theory. Right? Because, we know she's getting possessed, or at least at some point she was, and she could be possessed. How much of the time are we pushing around Gluttony and not Rem? Because that's a very distinct possibility. It's not hard to just sit there and be like, So, like, it just makes you wonder, because it's entirely possible that Gluttony can only really be inside one person at a time, especially if it's only, what's the chick's name if it's only Rui. And so it's possible that at some point Rui is moving from Rem into Subaru. What point that would be, honestly, not really sure. But I don't know. I think Rem low-key might have just been... I think Rem might be how Gluttony is here in the first place. I think this might have been a thing, since before we even pulled up.
We had that thought. I think the only one we can know for sure is being possessed and isn't a transformed Gluttony is Subaru.
Yeah.
Because of, obviously, the moments where, like, no other thing could really explain it. But, again, I believe that he does, in fact, have the witch factor, the authority that allows him to get past those doors. My question is, how did he teleport? What teleported him?
Yeah, that part was because he starts glowing and then he's just, like, straight into a new spot.
I thought that was Gluttony going memory erase, or I'm going to beat your ass and bring you up here, and then I'm going to erase your memory so you forget everything. But I think it's the only times there is a Tyler Durden switch is when we get the TV static. Like, that's when
yes,
the
100%.
happens.
What was that again? When he's going through the door and it just brings him back up to the surface?
Yeah, he's like about to headbutt it, and then he teleports to the surface. It's at what episode is this? The most recent one at like 4 minutes 45 seconds ish.
Yeah.
He just starts glowing.
Yeah, it's interesting because like before. Hold on.
Yeah, it's definitely not Gluttony doing this.
No. Also, further evidence, in my opinion, of Rem just straight up being possessed. The fact, Shaola got murked. She activated like a sleeper agent, and she got cut to pieces alongside everyone else.
I am astounded by Shaola being killed.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of just raw DPS, she's like the highest person we've seen, except for like Ryan and Reed, and maybe Amelia. Like Amelia when she really lets loose,
That I like that detail though that we see like to do her hell snipe is with her right arm or right hand, and see that's probably was targeted first.
And then how they died, because that's a very clean cut on Shala's right arm. It's not like a brutal like tear.
Yeah,
but then there's like a chunk from her
side hand first, and then like they tore or bite off a chunk or something, or ripped off a chunk from her side. But like there's some other cuts, and then they like stomped in her skull.
Yeah, and we've seen Rui do some very precise cuts, like what happens to Otto at the end of season 3, where like his shins get cut straight across, like a blade just flew in a straight line.
Down to the bone. She just got the meat. She's good at it. It's like it's like a butcher. Interesting that like let's try and do a little forensics here. So Shala had like a bunch of like a big part of her back missing, but her spine was intact. Well, if we go and check out, like, Ram, I think Ram might have got Shala'd because there's a shot. It's like a circular hole, and her spine is broken, but there's no blood going out, which means that it wasn't like a chest, like, she must have got shot when she was protecting Rem, because there is no blood coming on the outside. It would have only have like seeped out, like, and her vertebrae is on her back, like in her. It's not outside. It didn't explode out. It didn't get grabbed or like punched through. I think she got hell sniped in the back, and it went straight through her.
But then though, like would we not see a hole? Like it would just keep going, right?
Yeah, but I feel like the gooey bits fell down. Like I feel like
no, yeah, but I mean, like, wouldn't there be a hole in like the
chair?
I mean, can you body block a hell snipe? Like, yeah, wouldn't there be a hole in like directly in the chair and then in the next wall over? Like,
maybe we don't know the.
Like, I see what you're cooking, and it definitely doesn't. Like, I would like to say she got like punched through the chest by Rem or something, but yeah, there's not nearly enough blood coming out the back for that to be the case. Unless, I mean, maybe it's just an artistic thing, but
It doesn't seem like there's a hole in the chair.
yeah, like I feel like there would be because I mean those hell snipes go through pretty much anything besides when like Julius parried one.
Like they smashed through Amelia's ice. I'm so glad Amelia like got a hit in on Reed, because after that performance out there with Shala, I was getting really worried that my girl wasn't top tier no more. It's also like if she was body blocking Rem, and Rem is either lie or possessed by a gluttony, you know, like, do you think he was like, oh shit, that was really close? I gotta pretend to nap.
Yeah.
Pretend to nap.
Damn, this is fucking hard, dude. It's so rezero too, because every time one of these things happens, it's always like we can figure out we can infer a substantial amount of information, but we're always just missing the cipher, you know?
Especially because, you're right. That's exactly it. If we just had like a key, we could put this together. But Julius Nucleus, he doesn't. He has like almost a slash against his belly. He doesn't have a puncture hole, like. And we can't really see what happened to Melee. But do you think he got Shala'd, or do you think he got Gluttony?
It's a good question. I gotta let this play until I get to Julius. Where's he at? There he is.
We're a Julius Nucleus kind of family, not a Julius Euculus. All right, like.
My bad.
We say nucleus because it's funny. Like,
yeah, Juculus, nucleus.
Juking out atoms, like.
Yeah, he's huh.
And also,
I guess he just got slashed.
And also, it doesn't fit. Now, of course, this could just be like, this isn't an actual dead body. Like the forensics could just be inconsistent. But it looks like he got slashed and the blood escaped out. It's not like the puncture holes we've seen where so much force goes in that the blood doesn't explode out, you know, like.
Yeah.
And from what I said before in reaction, it's like they're just classic Elsa maneuvers on just like a belly cut.
Yeah, just a belly cut. And what's funny is they both got belly slashed. I wonder if it like went through Julius, like because Melee's behind him also slashed on the same spot basically.
Well, she probably got hit first, and then he was protecting her.
And then
yeah, that's true.
Anastasia got fucking ripped in half. I can't tell if it's like a clean cut or not. Oh, again, what are the odds?
She keeps losing herself. Where?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Shala.
She's gutsy. She's gutsy for sure.
It's not like Shala couldn't do any of these. Like, I'm sure she could like glance somebody with her things, or maybe she can lower her output or something. We saw her missed the centaur demon, you know, like.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I would assume this is basically like a 2 sleeper agents activate at the same time kind of thing, where Rem or Rui or whoever it is, right, activates right after Shala activates and starts killing people, and then Remui activates because you can't just let yourself die. And so I think there are 2 assailants here, and then Shala ended up losing the fight.
I think it's also because they know about RBD. They're like, listen, Subaru fucked up this time. He's gonna restart, whether due to his choice or he's just gonna die. Like, I don't want to be brutalized, and I kind of want to fuck with him, so I'll try and kill Shala. The fact that they can kill Shala, though, is horrifying. Maybe they got the jump on her?
Yeah, especially if you're pretending to be asleep. I mean, it's possible Shala prioritized other targets, and then suddenly Rem pops up and oh fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Patrash is such a real one, man.
For sure.
Subaru
lizard.
stabs Patrash, and she's like, "Get on, we're getting the hell out of here."
Thanks for that, boss. I needed some new tats. It's gonna ink up just nice.
That's crazy. My asthma just like rips a cut into her leg, like, oh, like it settles on her leg and then it just eats away at it.
It could be like an invisible hand. Like maybe Subaru should still have the ability to see them, especially because they're his fucking authority now.
Yeah. And dude, I didn't even think about the fact that they do know about RBD, the gluttony. So like, this is all just a game, huh? Like the whole like try to figure it out next time hero. It's like, run it back, bitch. Like we're in like, what's the Tom Cruise movie? Day After Tomorrow?
No, it's the tagline was
The Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. That's what it is. Yeah. Like this is probably just fun.
RBD. You just freeze over and over again because you didn't burn enough library books. Like. Dead bodies and the ones who are alive. What the hell are you thinking? Dude, okay, so the Christopher Lee memory zone is something that I have staked Gabe's mom's life on. I am putting Sylvia in the crossfire on that one. I think that one's going to happen on her life.
Sylvia. She doesn't deserve this.
But one thing that I want to happen is I want... because... to show that Subaru didn't fall in love with Amelia solely because she was the first cute girl he saw in Lagunica, I want them to have a moment where he kind of gets it, and I want Styx Helix to play, being the first outro.
That would be fire, man.
That would be so fire. If we could just get that, like, as the start, like having Hubru have his own little, like, start from zero speech, but from like Amelia this time because she's better than Rem.
Damn.
You know what's fucking with me? When right before Melee gets choked out in the most recent episode, and she licks her lips, which is a little weird. I don't think she's gluttony, but I think that's a little weird. But and then
thing to do.
That's true. That is a very Elsa thing to do. But what she says, like what you said yesterday, how seriously should I take that? Am I just stupid? Do I not remember what she's referring to?
We all thought that was their conversation in the library back when she was like, Subaru was like, if I could help you find the books of your parents. No, it is not that. So when he goes up to the library, at some point they have a conversation, and then she comes down and doesn't know what happened to him. So my theory is that Subaru shows up there first and gets gluttonied, and the first time he's possessed is when he has a conversation with Melee.
I could see that.
Or he had a conversation with Melee before getting gluttonied.
Yeah, but there had to be something that would make gluttony kill her, you know?
Yeah, well, I think, if anything, them having a conversation that Melee, like, before he gets gluttonied, right? If they had a conversation with some crucial information in it, it's entirely possible the gluttony just doesn't want Melee to pass on this information to him, which is why the moment she mentions last night's conversation, we get Glutbaroo, you know, and it's like she's about to say some shit that's going to compromise my fun, so fuck it, we got to kill her this run.
But also, like, how much time was Gluttony in charge? Like...
That's true, yeah.
Because they end up in an entirely different room, all the lights are off, and that happens usually only when, like, bad shit's happening, but it might just be a nighttime thing. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, it's 8 p.m. The lights are dimmed, you know. Like,
and what the fuck does Reed have to do with this? Like, because the whole reason he goes up there is he's like, I wonder if this would work, and he goes up, you know.
This wouldn't have happened if we just had the fucking buddy system. Like,
I'm baffled we haven't. Like,
how far can Reed move around? Is he stuck? Like, he can't even go down a single stair step?
I highly doubt he could go down the stairs.
Can we just like talk to him from the stairs?
Hey, you see anything?
Hey, asshole!
What? You gotta draw the sword. I don't manifest until you draw the sword. You draw the sword and then you run down the stairs. Can he follow you?
Yeah.
Well, that would be so fucked up. And here's the thing, right? Do we look? I don't take notes. Do we remember when this tower was made? Has that been covered?
400 years ago or older.
Everything happened 400 years ago.
Yeah, Joe, get the whiteboard.
we see that shot in the ED, right, of a bunch of people standing in front of the tower. We talked about that. And Echidna is definitely one of them. Reed is definitely one of them. I mean, I would assume that was 400 years ago when the tower was made, because we know Echidna was alive at the time, at least for a little bit. When she put Beatrice in the library 400 years ago, she was alive for a little bit after that, presumably, right? I think the other people in that shot, I honestly think Satella could be in that shot.
I think she is.
Yeah, on the second from the right, she would be, if I remember correctly. I think Flugel is probably the guy on the far right. I think Echidna, Reed, Flugel, Satella, and then two other people.
Could be Juice. That could be Juice, though.
Beetlejuice.
Oh.
I think that's Juice.
That could be Juice.
Me when I'm saying
Is that,
liquid
is that Pandora to the left? Is that Pandora?
Pandora's not that
fuck.
tall. Dude, it better not be Pandora. Get
No,
that
yeah,
hell
that's.
out of here,
I don't think it's Pandora. She's like way shorter than that, I think. But because here's my thing, right? I'm still trying to figure this one out. I'm almost a believer in the everyone who has come to this world is Subaru theory. I'm not quite a believer. Because Al covering his face all the fucking time and talking a lot like Subaru and having a very similar relationship to Priscilla that Subaru has to Amelia, kind of interesting.
He could just be fuck ugly.
He could just be ugly, in which case he would be Subaru.
Nah, he just takes it off and it's just like the Adonis Chad face.
He's hiding his face for your protection.
Yeah,
but there is some sort of cycle going that may have started with Flugel that is being completed with Subaru. It's obviously not a coincidence that it's called the Pleiades Tower, which is fucking Subaru in Japanese.
Yep.
And Subaru is finally pulled up. Flugel made this tower and Subaru is here now. It's like, I don't know what the cycle is, but I think there's something that started 400 years ago that is now coming to a close.
And Flugel, Shala thinks Subaru looks like Flugel, and then he's like, oh, all humans look the same to me, but that stank. So Flugel must have had maybe RBD, like.
Yep. Which if he was fucking with Satella, if that is Satella, there it is,
But why would Satella be in love with Subaru and not Flugel?
Because there is some sort of connect. Maybe she was in love with Flugel, and there's some sort of connection that makes them not the same person, but yeah.
Is it just misplaced love, thinking that he is Flugel?
No, because I can see that for the Witch of Envy, because there is a difference between the Witch of Envy and Satella. But Satella,
that's true.
In the Castle of Dreams, is like, I love you. Please come and kill me. Like, she's conscious. She's a thinking entity with a brain. Like, unless it's just like, he's more similar to Flugel than she is to Amelia, and so she is just like, Flugel. It's been like, it's been so long. No, she knows that that's Subaru Natsuki.
So what's the door in the forest, gentlemen? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Why does Pandora want this shit?
This is how I want Rhett in the thumbnail. Just.
That's fucking.
Y'all remember that fuck ass door that was made a large part of season?
That's Echidna. That's Reed. That's Flugel at the far right. That might be Pandora. No, that's Satella. That's Satella to the left of Flugel.
Yes, that's Second from the right is Satella, I think.
And then
also, Echidna was like on a generational run creating like unimaginable horrors 400 years ago. Like she was everywhere. They made some fuck shit. She was there.
Either that or Daphne, apparently. Daphne, because she was so fucking hungry, imagined the Denny's menu, and it became real, and that was every Mobbies. Which makes me wonder why the other Mobbies are the great Mobbies. Because when Subaru asked her about it, she's like, oh, the rabbits. What a great... I love those, because you could just have all you could eat. You could eat forever. It was almost like a beneficial thing. She was like, no one would ever be hungry with these rabbits. Like, they could. Yeah,
that was the goal, right?
The whale. It's like, why'd you make the whale? It's like, I was being a dick.
Yeah, just having a really bad
Moby
day.
Dick, if you will.
Yeah, Serpent just got broken up with.
Mobert Richards. So we are all though in agreement that Gluttony was the one that carved Subaru Natsuki was here.
Yes, 100%.
As a way to like make him even more distrustful of himself.
Yeah. And I honestly think like it's not a super deep explanation, but I do it's like you said, where Rui, it's about who you eat with, not what you eat. I think this is just kind of fun for Rui. I think Rui's like there's some amount of obsession with Subaru specifically, but I think it's kind of just like, especially with Return by Death, it's got to be a similar thing to Echidna's thing of like, I want to see what happens on each run. I think Gluttony's just kind of having this is like a buffet of memories, you know. It's like, fuck it, we're on a ride, and Natsuki Subaru is here, fuck it, we carve that into his arm and we see what happens, you know, because Gluttony's having fun with it. When Rem said, or possessed Rem, or Ryu Ken, whoever that was, right? like try to get it next time, hero. I think they're just doing tricks on it. Like, I think they're just having fun with it. Like, it's kind of a game, because I mean, watching Subaru figure this out has got to be hella fun for Rui.
But why? Is it just the fun aspect? I guess. But like, to what end? Is it just like a kid? We're gonna play with this until it's like got stale, and then we'll.
Could be, because I mean, it's, you know, just like Echidna who just wants to see new shit happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Gluttony had a similar thing where these memories are delicious and it's like, fuck it. I mean, this is like a buffet, you know. Subaru can just run it back over and over. I'm sure there is something a little deeper here. I think it's interesting that Gluttony came along to the tower in the first place. Presumably they came with us and they weren't here already. That is kind of interesting. Like, I'm sure, again, there's some sort of Subaru obsession happening, but maybe there was some deeper reason they came to the Pleiades in the first place. But it's very hard because we have so little information about Rui.
Another thing that's interesting is that this isn't like a dead run. As far as we know, like,
no.
Sure, like he could leave Meilei's body and then like find everybody like brutalized or something, and then he has to like die again. But as far as we know, like, because he's in a room with no windows, doors closed, they're by themselves. Like, what if this isn't a dead run? Like, what does he do?
Yeah.
Yeah, having to confront
especially
the group about Melee being dead.
Yep.
It would at least be really
situation.
It would be really easy to convince people, or not easy, but it'd be easier to convince people, especially because he hasn't mentioned that he doesn't have his memories, to be like, look at my arm, someone's fucking with me. Like, you know me, I would not just do this.
And then they go, what is that? What even is that?
No, I can't read that.
We can't read that. Like,
oh fuck, is it in Japanese? It's in Japanese. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
And Ram might be the only person that knows that that's a language he understands, because he wrote that exact phrase in there when they were learning the glyphs of Lagunica.
Dude. Oh, it's so peak. It's so peak, man.
So,
God damn it.
And of course,
but it might not be a dead run, because I mean, at the end of the day, Melee is kind of essential when it came to getting here. Maybe once we solve the tower, we won't need her to escape, you know. I think this run is cooked eventually, but it's not cooked right now.
And you know what we can do if Melee's dead? We can read her book, and we can find out what happened.
Dude, we could get the conversation.
Uh-huh.
Well, is that true? We can find out how she died? I thought it could just be any amount of...
the conversation she had last night with Subaru that she was mentioning, that I think Gluttony was trying to prevent us from finding out about by killing her. If we go get her book, we might be able to read the conversation that Melee was referencing before Subaru got Gluttony'd.
Well, A, we'd have to find said book in the library. Yes. And B, we'd have to hope that it shows that exact point in time.
No, see, what you do is you just open from the back. It's gonna be the last few pages.
Well, I mean, another thing too is like, I mean, the hole in the theory is if Gluttony was trying to prevent us from finding out about that conversation by killing Melee, then why would Gluttony not just possess Subaru again the moment he tries to go find the book, you know?
It might also just be like, ooh, this is gonna be... It's like almost like a Ryuk in Death Note, where it's just like, ooh, it's a fun scenario. Let's see how he gets out of this. Because they know, 100%. It's like, if it gets too fucked up, maybe we can just manifest, kill everybody, and force a restart.
Yeah. 100%. And it's, how do we get our memories back, man? Like, we have yet to figure that out for anyone.
Christopher Lee White memory void.
Yes, we're gonna do the KH2. Yeah. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel. But like
Sorry.
Oh, go on. I don't have any thoughts in my brain.
We've seen with Gluttony, we had to throw them off was giving them a fake name.
Because that fucked him up.
Is there a way to upchuck memories?
Just get him really hard in the solar plexus.
Right hard with the... right hard in the solar plexus, the Joe Schmo, that's not my real name, and then just throw it on the...
John
Christopher Lee.
which is going to be impossible now because Subaru knew every person here, which means now Gluttony knows every person here.
Yeah, it's true. You're kind
How
of
the
fucked.
hell did they build this tower? I'm still stuck on that as well. How?
This is
In
like
the middle of this
Game of
desert,
Thrones,
how
like-
the fuck was this built?
1,300-mile
We
long,
did-
700-foot tall ice wall. It's like, how did you do this? Like,
If it's true that we had Echidna, and if we assume Satella was also there, there's somebody, like the one person in the middle who has like whitish hair. I don't think it's Pandora, but I don't know who it is. I mean, we have like what, 2 witches with us, and like probably some, and Reed, who's like the sword saint. He can't build shit, but like we got some pretty powerful people. I'm sure somebody has like hubbity, now there's a tower in front of me, you know?
blibbity blower, there is now a giant tower. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure somebody had some fuck ass magic to do it with, but maybe Flugel, honestly. We don't, I mean, did Flugel? Did he create
Flugel
Shala
did
himself?
a lot of things. Well, I was thinking maybe Shala was like a gift from Echidna, because I still think that, you know, Echidna has unrequited
yeah.
love for Subaru/Flugel. Flugaroo.
Shallow's like straight up human. Like she is not a mobbies. She's not. But she's.
But
she got
Beatrice-
crazy
Actually, yeah.
Eyes
Oh,
going on.
we know she's
thingy.
not a spirit because when Beatrice
Because
dies,
she bleeds.
Yeah.
when Beatrice dies,
Well,
she like
yeah.
disappears. She apparates.
Yeah.
Shala's
yeah.
a body. She's a thing, but she also
Yeah,
can
she
live
got
for
her shit stomped
hundreds
in
of
like a
years.
human.
Maybe she's like a hybrid. Can there
Could
be
be.
Her
hybrids?
eyes can do a weird.
Well, because she
Sharingan
mentioned,
split thing.
Shala mentioned that she had a mom in the most recent episode.
Yes, she did.
So what
But
the
is
fuck
that
is
mom
she?
like,
Like,
gave birth to you, or is that like mom like this was the mother
But
figure?
like
but,
Beatrice considers Echidna mom.
Yeah.
Type of deal.
could be, yeah. Which, yeah, because what did Beatrice call Echidna back when we were going through that arc?
mother.
She call her mom?
She called her mother.
Mother, yeah. So it is Shaula, Subaru, Flugel's, and Echidna's daughter hybrid thing.
I was gonna say, you know, she wouldn't be that so like desperate to get on Subaru's dick if that was who she thought her father was, but that's not necessarily true. That doesn't have to be
Yeah,
true
they're-
necessarily. Like
It's probably not that weird, but like,
it could be like Flugel's her father because he made her, but she doesn't view him as her father. You know, like.
yes.
But I thought that it was like Echidna made Shala and as like a gift to Flugel. Like, oh, I made the perfect attendant for you. Like, don't you love me more than that whore Satella? Like, because, you know, especially because of, like, if you go back into season 2, Echidna's just visceral reaction to seeing Fortuna and Beetlejuice and Amelia as, like, a happy family. Like, she is so angry when that happened. And not just angry, but, like, sad. Like, she's just morose about seeing that. And she takes it out on Amelia.
Yeah. And yeah, well, because I look back at the mom conversation too, and she said, I had a dream, it was you and me and my mom. She doesn't actually mention a father. I think you might be kind of hitting the nail on the head that it's like she's essentially a gift from Echidna, created one way or another. Mm-hmm. Especially because she literally says, like, my job is to be like a convenient woman for you. Like, and if she thinks Subaru is Flugel, then that sounds like a gift to me, you know?
Yes. Like, her Wesley, or his Wesley. Like,
Yeah, and even on the everyone is Subaru theory, which again I don't fully believe, but Al has some shit that is not returned by death, in my opinion, but it is something similar.
Something similar.
I am not letting go. I'm not letting go of that line in season 3 where he was like, "Damn," he said some shit like, "I almost got crushed 3 times there if I didn't get out of the way." Like,
it's not just
what
that.
are we doing?
In season 3 when he's like, you should be more afraid of dying. It really sucks, especially the first time.
yup,
I thought he was saying that this is like a satirical thing. I'm like, yeah, it sucks because you always have the first time with death and it's the last time. But
he's on
I
some
guess-
shit, brother. Because and look,
And I think that's how he would
'cause,
explain it if somebody questioned him on that. It's like, what do you mean the first time? It's like, well, duh. It's the first
Yeah,
time you
dude.
die. Like,
my guess for his power is that he can kind of return by death. I think he can die and run it back a little bit. Like not he doesn't have like say assume it's like return by death, but his checkpoints are 5 seconds ago. I think that's what it is. Where essentially he can die, but he's just like whoop, runs it back 3 seconds and then he gets to retry the interaction basically. I don't think he has full-on return by death. Otherwise, we would be living in the Priscilla is the king or the queen timeline already. But although that interacts weirdly with Subaru's return by death, I think even just logistically, we can't have two people with true return by death. It would be too complicated. But there's also the thing Priscilla says in season 1, which is things always tend to go my way. And guess who's always by Priscilla's side? Guy who can probably has some kind of not foresight, but he can run shit back
on the side.
Yeah. So I don't know, but the fact
Al,
that their
like, Metal Gear
powers,
Solid, like he's Solid Snake and all that. So Zanzibar is our inside joke
that clicks now. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, we didn't just say Zanzibar because we were into like African nations explicitly. Like,
I was gonna say it sounded like I knew what was going on, but that was a fake laugh completely. But now I get it.
Okay. No, he's in on the Zanzibar with Pal Al. All right.
But yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that they're so similar and their powers seem so similar. Like there's some fuck shit, man. I think Al is part of the Flubaru cycle, that started 400 years ago
Dark
to you 400
Subaru.
years ago. And now, the founding titan is here and it's time for the return by rumbling. Look, this metaphor's falling apart. Somebody take this away from me.
it's also that Al talks to Ram, and I think it is just Ram. He talks to Ram more closely than Ram gets, or he talks to Beatrice also more closely than Beatrice is like comfortable with. It's like, why are you talking like you're so familiar with me? And that would make sense if he is more familiar with Beatrice or these people than they know. Like, I think
especially because that's. He might, especially because if things actually always go well for Priscilla, being able to run it back 3 seconds is probably not enough to make that happen. Like it seems like, especially Al in season 3 when he pops the water lock, if he can only run it back a couple of seconds, I feel like he wouldn't be able to collect enough information to know that that's the right thing to do. He seems to be operating on information that would take a straight up RBD run to obtain, unless he has some other power that we just have no evidence of. But
I don't think it would conflict that much with Subaru, because we only know time shenanigans because we have the POV of RVD. But for everybody else, time exists unbroken of continuity.
Yeah, which is why Subaru's the GOAT, right? Because he's never fucked anything up as far as people can tell.
Exactly. But that means that Subaru also wouldn't notice if he's in an RBD timeline.
Yeah, in theory, right?
In theory.
I guess it's hard to know exactly how this would work, but in theory, Subaru should always be seeing Al's best timeline. And from Al's perspective, Al should always be seeing Subaru's best timeline, I think, right? Because at the end of the day, like the reality that we're living is the final draft, so to speak. At least in terms of the actions of other people. Anything Al does should be set in stone already by the time that we make it to the future, if that makes any sense.
Yes, no, it does.
Yeah, because only Al sees Al's rough drafts, just like only Subaru sees Subaru's rough drafts.
Getting back to the current arc, we brought it up earlier. How do we get our memories back? Because Subaru's not...
Sir Christopher Lee, duh.
But how do we get to the white
right?
memory void with Christopher Lee?
It can't be as simple as just killing Gluttony, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we gotta force Gluttony to upchuck. But how?
Which maybe maybe Joe is spitting. Maybe you have to overload them somehow. That's the only thing I could think of. Because Gluttony's whole thing is to ravenously take in. There has to be some kind of limit or something that they can't take in, that they will inevitably force everything else out. God, that would create a lot of consequences for the world if suddenly people remember, if everybody remembers who Julius, not just Julius, but every other person that Gluttony has ever fucking consumed. It would be like the snap being undone, and oh my God, dude.
Guys, what that'd be like though for some of those people out there that have had their memories taken? They've just been kind of living their lives again, and they just wake up
oh
fuck, I have a wife.
You think
I have
Garfield's
two
mom
wives.
would be like, oh, I got 2 other kids. Oh my God, I
with
met one of
suspiciously
them.
similar names. Yeah.
What if we have to like overfeed them. What if we find the book of somebody who's lived for over 400 years?
It's possible.
Like,
I think. Well, and even. Wait. Okay, so look, I'm off the pen. Don't tell her. But what I'm thinking is, if we say we manage to kill one gluttony, actually kill one gluttony, can we feed the gluttony memories into one of the other gluttonies and get like a paradox kind of thing going? Like, you see what I'm cooking here?
Yes.
Maybe like
get them to eat one of the other ones.
Yeah, because what happens if gluttony eats gluttony? You know, like I guess it depends which gluttony is eating which gluttony too. Like, it's kind of hard to.
Also, I mean, do they not have an unlimited like Denny's buffet in the library if they so desired? They could
they could just read books.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, maybe it's kind of like reading a menu versus actually eating the food.
Because,
but you
like,
do kind of experience the memories.
You do experience them from a first-person perspective, which is something that they should already have. Hell, maybe this memory store was made by Flugel with the help of the person with the first gluttony witch factor.
Yeah, it's possible, because there are some figures that are. I mean, we're kind of speculating on what figures are standing there before the tower. It's entirely possible one of them is like. Yeah.
Yeah, we only got 6 of them.
Do we even know if Daphne was actually the first person with the gluttony witch factor?
Well, because Daphne is the witch herself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we don't technically know. I mean, well, because do the witches themselves possess the witch factors, or does that go to the Sin Archbishop?
It's them themselves. They have it.
Because like, Kirito, whatever his name is, Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
Like he took in that witch factor that was sitting in like a box,
yep.
right? So
and it
like,
was a gift from Flugel.
Is this sorry, Flugel?
Fuck, was it? Oh my god!
He said sorry.
I'm sorry,
Flugel.
Flugel. And
oh fuck! Oh shit! I feel like I'm reacting to ReZero right now.
My question is, why did he
dude.
plant that damn tree? Did he know?
For fun.
Did he know?
Dude,
well,
I gotta.
He knew. He knew he needed to kill the whale 400 years from now.
So, Owl, you probably heard us discuss the True. The True being the...
Elaborate.
The True is what Beatrice and Roswell had. The True. It's not just True, it's the True, the book that allowed them to see the future.
Yes.
That's the True.
Yeah.
Up to a certain point.
The True.
Yeah, the actual Tome of Wisdom.
That's the facts. That's more than just the True. That's the facts. All right, so there's the facts, the True, and then there's the Gospels that the...
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't come
Which
up
are
with a funny name for
incomplete
those.
incomplete Trues.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the web, all right? And then, yeah.
Yes.
So the facts is what Echidna had, which allowed her to have true knowledge of everything. So Echidna and Flugel could have together put all this together and set it up, you know, like, oh, I need to plant this tree because it will be used to crush the white whale, and we need that to happen.
Yeah, dude, this deadass could be an Attack on Titan thing.
Yes, it could.
Like, where this cycle was essentially planned from the beginning. Yeah, straight up, like, where Flugel is like the only way to. They have. I mean, I'm not sure what problem they would be solving per se. Like, I mean, sure, they might have had minor objectives like killing the white whale, for example, but there must be some kind of end game, right?
And it's
maybe.
I think it's them to kill Satella to finally end the witch and save the world. But I think Subaru's gonna clutch up and find a way to save Satella. To
kind of free her.
Because Satella's a victim. Like, the Witch of Envy is because she received the witch factor, or the authority of envy, and because she didn't fit it, her like persona splits. So she has Satella and the Witch of Envy. Satella being this normal girl, and the Witch of Envy being Aishtaru, eat. How'd they describe it? She devoured half the world, or what was it? Like
something like that, yeah.
With her, 2,000 fucking hands?
Yeah, something like that. And so I think Subaru's gonna clutch up, because Amelia is also really important. Like, as important as Subaru is, Amelia is approaching that level of important as well. Like, for some reason,
well, that's
she's
the thing.
Supposedly the key to unlocking that one gate in the or door in the woods, which has nothing to do with this watchtower, or so we might think.
Which, fuck if we know.
maybe to get through the last door to the Satella thingy, you're requiring that other location, whatever you're opening up.
Yeah, that
in
gate
the
is
forest.
actually a gate at the tower, and you have to like. It's just been transported, and it's in
it's
like
possible.
a state of superpositioning where it's in the same place at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I
What are
think it's not the exact same relationship, but I think it's very likely that Amelia is to Satella what Subaru is to Flugel.
Yeah.
Whatever position they have in this cycle, right? And so, again, it's not the same thing exactly, right? Because we don't really fully understand whatever connects Flugel and Subaru, but it does very much feel like we are in the this was planned from the beginning in a way, right? Not this exactly, but like this day was just destined to come, so to speak.
Purple's opposite color is yellow, not exactly orange, but white's opposite color is, it's black.
So,
Satella's is black and orange is her color scheme.
well, yeah, we've been over this before. Yeah, she's got the inverted colors for Amelia. But like for the lineup again, you got Echidna, you got Reed, you got this dude in white, and not quite sure. I'm guessing that's Flugaroo, and then I'm guessing that's. I mean, it wouldn't line up timeline, maybe because they're like elves and stuff. But did they mention before if their mom was an elf? Because it was her sister, right? It was.
I think Flugaroo is the guy all the way to the end.
Well, yeah. I thought that's Juice.
No, I think because Juice's hair is like
Would Juice?
green. Isn't
Juice
it?
had the ponytail
Yeah.
though, right?
Oh, at that point in time.
Well, yeah, but no, he's got green hair there. That's Juice, like bowl cut. It's
I
green.
think it looks black. I thought that's the closest haircut to Subaru's, at least.
Well, but the thing we've really seen with like Subarus is probably. I mean, 'cause Subaru. I mean, if you grow out his hair, he could have like a ponytail or something like that. But anyways, I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's possible.
I forgot in season 2. Did they mention if it was the sister for?
It's
Why am I forgetting her name?
Fortuna's
Mother Fortuna.
Fortuna's
Yeah,
sister
sister
is a witch.
So yeah, right.
And Amelia's father was a human.
Yep.
Or no, he was an elf. He was an elf. Amelia's father was it was Fortuna's brother who married a witch. So, because
Yes.
he was an elf, she was a human, and that's why Amelia's a half elf. Which also is why it's not Satella who's her mother. It's
Right.
We think it's Minerva, the Witch of Wrath.
Yeah.
She did
I
have
can see
that
that.
interaction with Amelia where
interaction.
she was like, "Don't turn around," and then she starts to turn around and she hugs her. You know.
Yeah. God, this show is so good.
That's the thing. It is so good right now, but if it needs to land, for me personally,
Yeah.
this arc, which I don't think it's gonna have trouble with, but then it has to have satisfying answers to all these, and that's what will make it go from a good a good watch to a great show. You know, like if it actually
Yes.
has.
Well, because this is. Yeah, I remember at one point you asked me like, what is a better anime, FMAB or Attack on Titan? And Attack on Titan wasn't done yet, at least the anime. And I remember saying like, it depends on the ending because like especially there's some like we've been talking about, there's some cycles that seem to be going on. There are connections between the past and the future here. There are a lot of questions that were set up and answers that we're going to need. And so like, it's almost kind of impossible right now to say like ReZero is this good because it could be straight butt cheeks depending on how it ends. Like there's some super interesting questions, but if the answers are cheeks, then the show kind of sucks. Like in hindsight, it would ruin a lot of things.
The character work is really good so far.
It's phenomenal.
So it's
Yes.
And the world building in general, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, the plotting overall, as it is right now, I think the overall structure of the show is fantastic. I think there's very little you could change to make the show better. I think season 3 was a little weaker in my opinion, but it's still good.
And I still love season 3 because of how fucking nice it was to go, yeah, we are gonna kick these bad guys' ass. I don't have to
Yes.
worry about like horrible moral implications about whatever we're doing or like, yeah, I'm pretty sure people's lives are in the balance, but we could just punch the problem now instead of like having to like put like a tesseract through a wormhole to figure out like to free ourselves from this predicament.
I think it's kind of a strength of the season and a weakness of the season at the same time, because I think that jigsaw puzzle nature is what I love so much about ReZero. And it's definitely a lot weaker in season 3, but it also feels good to have a break,
Yes,
so to
I don't
speak,
think
because
you
it
can
can't
just-
always be a jigsaw puzzle.
Exactly. Especially because what happened next? The Tower of Pleiades and Subaru losing his fucking memory and.
Well, I think
Yes.
what's great for that is, I mean, for season 1, 2, it was kind of like a converging point for season 3 of like, all right, now we know a couple of our enemies, and now we know a fuck ton of them, and now we're going to this for this deep dive of like, okay, we know all the rest of our enemies, we got this goal in mind that they've, gluttony factors, and we're trying to fix Rem, we're trying to get so many answers, while we got all these other people still also converging towards the tower to get all these answers. It's like doing this basically, and I'm like, oh, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense with what they did with season 3, and because we needed to get the rest of our antagonists kind of and see what their whole deal is, because if they kept like piecemealing it over time, it'd be tough. But it worked. I mean, we got to see all the witches in season 2. Now we got to see pretty much. I mean, besides Pride, because we still don't know what's going on with that.
Who was like under
still.
Pristella, I guess.
Yeah, but we got to see the rest of our cult pretty much.
Yeah, and you can think of it too in terms of like, because we often get like the time to beat ass part inside each season, where it's, ReZero's format is usually like, season 1's a little different because they had to set some stuff up, but it's usually like half of the season is what the fuck is happening, and every time you get an answer, you get 7 more questions.
What the fuck
is
going on?
That's maybe the first half to 2/3 of the season. And then the last third of the season is we mostly know what's going on. Time to beat some fucking ass,
And then
right? But you can
gets
apply
on the mic and kicks ass.
It's your boy Natsuki. But yeah, so like, but you can think of that also in terms of like, those are intra-season arcs inside the season, but there's also kind of an inter-season arc going on where season 3 is kind of the let's beat ass season, where it's like season 1 and 2 set up, and then time to beat ass. So we get these inside the seasons, and then season 3 I feel like kind of represents the show's overall let's beat ass arc, and we have just entered another like time to dive deep arc. We'll probably get another beat ass arc like season in a couple seasons. And then we get our inside the season ones until
really
then.
use
our full war.
I could really use the
arc.
intra time to beat ass arc right now. I could really use it.
Yeah, and they're gonna make us wait like 2 fucking months for it.
I feel like how to work is next episode Subaru is gonna be like, I killed Melee. I can't trust anybody. Do I tell people? Like, what do I do? Does he keep doing so? We're gonna like psychologically like fall apart. And then episode 11, that's when we're going to get our Styx Helix, Amelia, please moment where everything's going to kind of come together. And then when we come back, that's when the upswing is going to be like, all right, now we have a goal and what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to win. And then that's going to lead us into. Do you think this arc?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think we finish season 4 with us leaving the Pleiades Tower? Or do you think we're going to have like 2 or 3 episodes to kind of set up season 5?
I think we're out this bitch at the end of the season. High key. Because that's almost always how it goes with ReZero. And the only exception I can think of is the end of season 3, which from my understanding, in the books at least, was way less hard of a transition between arcs than it is in the show. In the show, like, we had to wait God knows how long after season 3 for season 4 to come out. My understanding is that in the books, I don't even know if you need to start a new book to proceed to the we're going to the Pleiades thing. Like, it flows very quickly from one into the other, which I heard from my brother who's read most of the books and was watching the anime. He was like, oh shit, they're ending it here. So that was something of an abnormality. Usually we are like out that bitch at the end of the season. I would be surprised if that wasn't the case here.
Yeah, because I heard that season 3 and season 4 were originally slotted as one season.
That would be crazy.
Which, by the way, we've been watching ReZero nonstop for about a little over a year now. Almost weekly. ReZero.
That's so good,
If I have
man.
to wait 2 years, God forbid more, I'm gonna do something drastic within legal bounds.
Yeah, well, join the club, buddy. I've been doing this shit since like 2017.
Dude, they got him.
Yep.
It's waiting
They
sucks, man.
got That's great. And snip and put in the high table. Oh, that's so good.
Before we like sign out.
Oh, but
like.
Well, but to your point though, Rhett, what you said about like trying to finish by the end of the season. Think about it. We have to figure out this whole gluttony issue still. We still have to somehow get everybody past Reed. Then we've got the dragon floor, most likely. And we got Fluguru floor, Reed floor, probably then the dragon, and then we finally get to the top. My boy is still stuck.
Did he actually like turn his computer off or something?
He got gluttony, dude.
He did. Who were we talking about? So.
He's back.
There he is.
What happened?
We were just talking about how Joe was just like, we still have to figure out gluttony, and we still got to do the tower. Now, I brought this up in our Discord. I'm afraid we might get a Tower of Heaven scenario from Hunter x Hunter. Now, what I mean by that is, they establish,
we don't ascend the full tower.
At the top of the Tower of Heaven is where like the champions fight. That's where the real money's made. And well, actually, no money's made there. It's all about incredible honor, and the best fighters are up there. And so, Gon and Killua, they learn Nen, they beat Hisoka, and they dip. Like it's just like we're
going to Green Island.
We don't have to go up the tower. It's not Green Island. Green Island. They have to go to York New City first. It's like we don't. Why would we go up there? We don't need to go up there. That was never our goal. Like. And
yeah, it's true, because we are just here for Rem. Like, fuck the tower.
Yeah, which I'm afraid of, because the tower has everything I want, which is answers. But if they defeat Gluttony, and Gluttony's like, and it vomits up everybody's memories, it's like, yeah, we did it. Let's leave. We don't need to beat Reed.
Like,
wait.
Well, and I think the best way to write this, right, and how I expect it to go is I'm sure the solution to the gluttony problem is going to be inextricably tied to the top of the tower. That seems like the most satisfying way to do it.
So, I think it's more tied to the library though, because like
yeah, I mean, but the library is also kind of there's I don't know. What I think is going to happen is that we're not going to be able to find a solution to the gluttony problem. And so, like, at least for now, and that only leaves us with the option of ascending the tower. And so, like, is it directly related? I don't know. But what other options do we have to explore, you know?
Maybe the white memory zone is above Reed. Like, maybe did we lose him again?
I'm gone again. I've been kicked out of the Discord. Not just the Discord call, I've been kicked off of the internet. I've been killed, so to speak. I've been murdered.
What is going on in Japan right now?
That is a good question.
I don't want to continue without it. I'm like, but what if we can enter the Christopher Lee memory zone through a library book? Like, what if there is like a memory zone, and these are all stored in the memory zone, and you can enter it by reading a book? Like, what if we have to read a specific book to get to the Christopher Lee white memory zone?
Sorry, I just saw that from like the thumbnail, whatever, for the rezero series for season 4. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What?
What is that? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Is that our dragon?
Hold on. It's not. Where's the Crunchyroll? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Can I not open like in a new tab?
It's got like a halo.
That's not gluttony. Unless that's like gluttony's like true form, you know, maybe. Could be like the black serpent. Like
even the black serpent just shows up here. Like, what? Why? Why? Why are you now here?
Hold up. I think my Wi-Fi might be dead for a bit. I have no idea what's happening. Want to just join from phone?
Holy shit, Rhett. I think I found the first ever 5-star anime. I've never seen this before on Crunchyroll.
What? Smoking behind the supermarket?
And Super Market with you? 5 stars? 12,000 people? Holy shit.
What the fuck is that?
Anyways.
Hold on.
But it almost looks more like a human skull, but it's kind of weird.
And it's above Reed.
Yeah. That's why it makes me think it's like the dragon.
Like Volcanica?
Yeah. Because we got the other floor after Reed. The only thing that makes sense.
Also, I do like how the mirrors, it's like Subaru's shattered psyche or his perspective on them. Because, you know, what is a mirror? You know, a reflection of yourself. You know, and the mirror is broken. He's lost that grip on himself. Is that a dragon? There he is.
Okay, I don't have a lot of time. I don't know when they're gonna cut me off again.
So go to the homepage of Crunchyroll and look at like the 2026 anime winner thing for ReZero. Look what's behind Reed.
I noticed it while I was clicking back into it. I'm like, what
What the hell?
is that?
What the fuck is?
What? I put in the high table like a smaller snip of it, but
Yeah.
And Al, you got to keep moving. I'm gonna think we lost you. Like.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll just.
You gotta do that. Was it Asmongold thing where he moves his eyebrows an obnoxious amount of, like a health concerning amount of time? Like, what the fuck is he doing? Anyways, yeah. What the fuck is that?
What? Yeah.
It might be the dragon.
It looks like a dragon.
Which, you know,
what is the whole name? Like Holy Dragon Volcanica or some shit?
and we know that dragon's blood can heal anything.
True.
But then we also see what Dragon's Blood did to like Prush.
But that was, like,
that wasn't
corrupted
normal dragon blood.
Yeah,
that was like Capella's weird, infected,
goopy,
cursed dragon blood.
Because she's like, I've never seen real dragon blood before. Is what she said.
Hmm.
What if? Hear me out. What if dragon blood like heals Subaru, and instead of it being a Christopher Lee memory zone, what if like Prime Subaru and Hubaru have to actually physically fight and reconcile with each other? Like they literally split in a similar way that Gluttony splits.
I'm the real Subaru. No, I'm the real Subaru.
What if it's even,
What's my son's name?
what if it's even crazier? Because we brought up like the idea that like dissociative identity disorder or something like that. What if Rui ate Gluttony or Rui ate Subaru and has like become Subaru and doesn't know it and lies like trying to like make them figure it out? That's stupid. Never mind.
It's a unique form of pain watching a man lose confidence in his idea in real time.
How do you think this does get solved?
How do I think it gets solved? Fuck if I know, brother. I feel there's so many.
I'll tell you in 10 years when we finally get Run back, maybe.
Yeah, because I mean, we agree that like you can't just kill Gluttony. It's not that simple.
Not that we even could. It seems like.
Yeah. Right.
How long has it been since the first episode of season 2?
Like in universe, or since it's been released in reality?
Reality.
ReZero Season 2 Episode 1 was released July 15th, 2020.
Rem has been out for 6 years.
It feels like it, man. I remember. I guess.
She
Yeah,
just
I was
had a
probably
line of
finishing.
dialogue for 10 years. That wasn't like a memory or something.
Yeah.
She did have that was her voice actress, by the way. You know, last episode. It just
For
sounded
sure. There was definitely a little bit of a gluttony tint on it, you know, but it was definitely her voice actress.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, man. I think I'm theoried out on ReZero. I think I'm like, because at a certain point I'm inferring based on I'm inferring based on an inference based on an inference.
Yeah. Is that it? Are we done?
I think that's where I'm at.
What about you, Joe?
What if it was lust?
Speak on that.
Somehow. Does that mean she can also transform into people?
That is technically possible. Although I
What
would
if
be
we got-
surprised.
I know, again, it'd be difficult having to work out the fucking logistics of her being there.
Oh, not
With
even that.
them.
Even when she transforms into people, I feel like she can't help herself. You know, like she's so like lust still. You know, like when she turned into Amelia, she was so not like Amelia. Like she could maybe do the Amelia thing for like 5 seconds before
Nobody's
breaking
buying
character.
that shit. Especially
Yeah.
because like that wouldn't guarantee her knowing about RBD either.
True, yeah.
Although maybe
Yeah,
she
'cause
could
as far
be
as-
here working with Gluttony.
Yeah,
you're saying
it does
that-
feel
what if-
like whenever there's one Sin Archbishop, there's like 3 more underneath like a leaf nearby.
Yeah. All right, jump them right when they don't expect it. Get them.
I think it's just Gluttony though.
I want it to just be Gluttony.
I want to beat Gluttony's ass so badly. I want it to be just like Yuji chasing down Mahito let's make it the White Memory Void, by the way, because it's just like the White Woods instead. It's just like the wolves and the rabbit.
Subaru doing the walk.
Like just throwing shit.
Kicking Gluttony across the floor.
Because the moment we found out about Gluttony, I thought Gluttony was the most worrying, terrifying Sin Archbishop. Because, like, sure, he may not be as unstoppable as Regulus was, but Regulus will just be like, bite and blast, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the Gluttonies are
I mean,
not
because
only
Gluttony
physically
has
devastating.
hacks.
Yeah, but it's also just like, I touched you, I know you, your life is over. Like,
Yeah. Because honestly, like, we're at a point in ReZero where things that kill you are like, who cares, man? Like, join the club, buddy. Everybody can kill things.
yeah.
Like, and for Subaru especially, that's not a problem. It's the things that don't kill you that are the problem. And Gluttony represents the ultimate, I don't kill you, but I do end your life, you know?
It's really worrying having this guy around. Like, he's the only one that, as we've seen, that can fuck with Subaru, really. Like, I want
Yeah.
Subaru to have his
Is
fucking memories back,
Is
man.
Gluttony just really our main antagonist through all this? We have to keep dealing with all the other
I mean-
bishops until we can finally take care of Gluttony?
No, we're taking care of
If-
him.
I
this
think
arc.
it's got to be this arc, right? Like, this has to be it. Like, I'm tired of fuck-ass Gluttony coming along and, memory wipe. It's somebody every damn season. Like, I am
can't-
tired.
You can't keep doing, we did it. Now I'm going to go talk to Blank. Blank? Who's Blank? You can't do that every
Oh
season.
my god, yeah.
That was incredible for Rem. It sucked for Julius. And now you did it for Subaru. Like, I'm done with it. It's over. Let's kill him now. Like,
Yeah, it's got to get done, right? Like, I feel like even just from like a story structure perspective, like, we got to be done with it. Like, we need to move on. There's too many other questions to be answered to be dealing with memory wipes every fucking season. Like, I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong, but we can't keep doing this.
now, we're all pretty much on the same level here that Subaru is not getting his memories back this core.
Yeah.
Probably not. Yeah.
How would you feel if he didn't get his memories back this season?
I would be very sad. Because I don't actually think he can complete his emotional arc of the season if he doesn't get his memories back. We need our like
Agreed.
Christopher Nolan, Purple Void, whatever you said, you know, where like that, you know, he's got to face himself, so to speak. And if he doesn't get to face himself by the end of the season, I think we get half an arc. I don't think it would be very satisfying.
And again, why are people so up there, like, or praising like this, like the best amnesia written arc, peak best arc written of ReZero like ever. I mean, there's how many arcs written right now? Like 11, something like that.
Yeah,
or
something like
arc
that.
6. They're saying
It is
the best arc.
It's gotta hinge on the second half of the season, right? I mean, I'm really enjoying it so far, but I guess we have yet to really get payoffs. We're at the stage of ReZero where it's like every season where it's like all set up, no payoff. But I think we'll get there, you know?
I think it's not that it hasn't made differences already, right? Like, we haven't gotten... But I need to see more before I see exactly why we did this not almost again. Because we are seeing Subaru have to deal with a lot of this stuff that we've already seen him have to deal with. What makes this so different? You know, and we have obviously gone through the whole... Now he has to directly compare himself to himself. Like, he doesn't even believe that he could be that good when we saw it happen, right? You know, like, I need to see really the more... And that's probably going to be in how this resolves the conclusion of it, in terms of why this had to be done almost again.
Yeah, it actually makes a lot of sense when you think about season 4 as a continuation of season 3, because that was so much of his arc in season 3 is just like, oh shit, I'm actually the GOAT, you know, like acknowledging his own capabilities and that he actually has accomplished things, right? And so in a weird way, being restored to a point where he had absolutely no confidence and being forced to face the idea that people are looking for something from him, people are looking up to him and expecting things from him. I think, I don't know, I guess maybe the Christopher Lee moment where like he comes back into himself, but with the knowledge of what it feels like to be unprepared for people's expectations. I don't know, maybe this is just it's the level 2 version of the arc that he already underwent in season 3, right?
It not saying, that's kind of what I was trying to say. It's not like this is the exact same thing. It's not like this. There's new variables and different ideas being touched on. I feel like we're going to need to see more to really get why we're doing this, right? Like,
yeah, because we need a different conclusion, because he can't just be like, oh, I'm the GOAT again, you know, like there has to be something deeper here. Like he knows that he's capable when he has his memories, you know?
Well, it's because I guess when he was like, I'm the GOAT, he was only ever thought that because of RBD and because of the people he could rely on. And
yeah,
like, he's never had to have this many people rely on him and stuff like that from the jump. Like, he built that up, and so there was still that level of, like, imposter syndrome that could be built up, because it's like, listen, I'm not really that cool, but I can make things happen with my specific circumstances. Or it's like, when you take all of his accomplishments away, he no longer has any of those to kind of really put himself down with. And so it's like, sure, I beat Elsa, but that, and Melee and Roswell's plan, but that took a bunch of tries, and I was only able to do that because Otto helped me, and all my boys worked together, and we did the same. Like, now he has to just rely on himself. Can he pull through Anne Orlando at level 1? And the answer will be yes, he can, because Natsuki Subaru isn't special because of RBD. All right, he got RBD because he's special. Like, he is good by himself. Which, by the way, we already knew. Did you see the moves he was playing in episode 1? Like, he held up like a 30-pound club, straight arm, no problem, swung it around. Like, he's a monster. Like, but he doesn't.
I mean, it was fighting with Felt. Yeah, he was messing around with Felt.
Like,
too,
he was blocking her attacks with the and she's got like the divine protection of wind. She's got like super speed.
Yeah. Harass, you remember like in Naruto when like Pain was moving so fast that his ass was like all over the screen? Like, that's the kind of shit that was happening to Felt.
I really just want the upswing, man. Like, I don't know how much it affected you. If you go watch, I was devastated. It goes, I don't like memory erasure plotlines. I don't. Because from what I've seen, a lot of the time they're just used to spin wheels. Where it's like, if we didn't remove this character's memories, then this relationship would develop too fast, or this plotline would develop too fast. We'd have, like, I don't see that happening with ReZero, which is why, you know, I'm still watching the show. Like, but
for sure,
I was just devastated, especially because it's literally just we ran up the stairwell and then we wake up. It's a great reveal, and I'm sure. And again, looking back on it, I'm sure I'll be like, I can't wait to watch this with my sister and her fiance. But dude, in the moment, I was just dead. I was so fucking morose.
And that's the hard thing too. I mean, as much as I love ReZero, it'd be really hard for me to go back and like watch it like from the beginning again just to do a rewatch because of just how
it's a lot
difficult some parts are.
And it sucks because it's, I mean, like I enjoy rewatching it because every single time I rewatch it, I'm like, oh shit. You know, like even looking back at like when Beetlejuice is like, I'm sorry, Flugel. Like what? Huh? So like every time I rewatch it, there are so many moments like that, but there's so much pain because the show does such a good job of putting you in Subaru's shoes, which is why this memory loss scenario kind of works, I think, because it's frustrating that Subaru goes up the stairs and we don't even get to know what the fuck happened. But guess what, motherfucker? Neither does Hubaru. So like, you know, there's this journey of discovery that we go on every single time with Subaru that actually makes this memory stuff work because it's like, fuck, man, I feel like Hubaru right now. Like, what the fuck did happen?
We get both ends of the sword. We get the misery of Subaru and the misery of like Emilia and the gang because we have been seeing everything from Subaru's perspective. We know why everybody loves and cares about him because we've seen his struggles and stuff, which means we have their feeling of like, oh, you don't remember who you are. You don't remember me? You don't remember everything we've been through? But then we also have Subaru's perspective because it's like, why the fuck did this happen? What's going on? Like, we get it from both ends.
Yeah. It's like, if you're looking for the definition of dramatic irony, we can just play the last 3 episodes of ReZero season 4, because like it's all just like, I know shit, we know shit that every character doesn't know. We know shit that Emilia doesn't know. We know shit that Hubaru doesn't know. Now everyone is operating on some sort of information deficit, and the only person who actually gets to enjoy the pain of knowing all of it is the audience, which is really, it's a really unique thing that you don't get in a lot of shows.
Nope. Do you think Gluttony was like, all right, time to write the message, ugh, and then switched arms? The hell is that? A mega arm? Gross.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that's where I'm at on ReZero, man. And I'm sure I'm going to be crashing out once the next episode comes out and we can have another 7-hour conversation, but fuck, dude.
I think we saved the next one until after
the core is done or whatever. Yeah.
I'm fine with making this like a consistent thing where every now and then we just do like a ReZero breakdown.
ReZero After Hours.
We can rebrand the whole channel. The ReZero Stodians.
That's basically what it's become. I'm getting worried what would happen if I made a what show do you know the custodians for? My Hero or ReZero? I wonder what would happen if we made that poll now. How many of you even remember we watched My Hero Academia? Like, that was our thing. That's what we were known for.
Who's my hero?
Yeah, this would be a lot. This arc would be a lot more fun to watch if All Might was here to punch the fuck out of Gluttony. Like,
God, if only.
And Gluttony, Nebraska. Just fucking.
Dude, best thing, All Might's not even his real name, so like he could say it all he fucking wants.
Yeah. Nice try, bitch. And then he's like, "What do you mean the Earth's flat?" And then we just... So can't wait to find out what the dragon thing is.
Yeah.
But he's like, "What's a Delaware?"
Well, because there was. No, I'm gonna start a whole new conversation. But there was the shit like with like Shaola the Sage, Reed the Sword Saint, and then whoever the fuck the other was. It the dragon as the third one?
Is there a physical dragon here, or is this like another implanted memory? Because just like with Echidna in the Castle of Dreams, and then Reed, who's dead, Reed is a memory apparition. Like, in the tower, is the dragon also just a memory?
Again, there is purpose behind each of these specifically. Because what was the purpose of getting access to the library in that trial? You had to be from Japan. You had to know an Earth sky. Get past Reed. You have to have unbelievable skill or strength, which is just another impossible task.
Or you have to be clever enough to charm/trick Reed into creating scenarios that you can win.
Right. And then you have to somehow get past whatever the dragon task is, which don't know if it's...
The dragon task could just be like a dragon turtle, like, are you pure of heart? Like, can you
Yeah.
Yeah.
simple question, or if you answer poorly,
Yeah, like a Sphinx,
dead.
where it's just like solve this riddle or you explode. Like
It does almost feel designed for somebody with RBD, right? Because like it's not just somebody from Earth, but like this is the odds that you succeed first try here are fucking unfathomably low, no matter who you are. Like even if Gluttony wasn't here, like there are so many parts of this tower that are just kind of rigged against you.
Yeah.
So
All right,
I
we
don't
should
know,
end.
man.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so
Yeah.
much for listening. We've been the Custodians. I'm Rhett,
I'm Al.
And I'm Joe.
and this was rezero. Re on the zero, starting re in a new zero. Bye.